Hi friends, welcome back, and today we'll be seeing another delicious recipe, and it's Dhaba style Aloo Paneer ki Sabzi, which tastes amazing and is best to enjoy with Zira rice, pulao, or even with roti, naan or kulcha. So let's begin with this interesting recipe. So here I have taken 200 grams of paneer or cottage cheese cut into medium sized portions, and we will season them with some salt as per taste and a pinch of red chilli powder. We'll rub the salt and red chilli powder well on both the sides of the paneer pieces, and we'll let them sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. Next, here I have taken some baby potatoes, the same potatoes which we use for dum aloo, and I have boiled them and then peeled off the skin. Next, here in this bowl I have taken 3 tablespoons of thick curd which has been beaten, and now into this I will add around 2 tablespoons of thick cashew paste. Adding curd and cashew paste will make the gravy of our aloo paneer creamy, thick and delicious, of course. We'll mix this well, and our thick and creamy base for our sabji is ready. And now we shall start with the cooking process. For that, I have heated some vegetable oil in a pan, and when the oil is hot enough, we will place the paneer cubes seasoned with salt and red chili powder. And on medium flame, we will fry them until they turn golden brown from all the sides. After a few seconds, we'll quickly flip the paneer cubes as we don't want to fry them much. And if you don't want to fry them, you can directly add them in the gravy. But when we shallow fry them, seasoned with salt and spices, you get the proper flavors in them when you bite the pieces. And by now, our paneer cubes are well fried from all the sides, so we'll take them off and keep them aside in a plate. In the same pan, now we'll add few cumin seeds or sabut jeera. We'll let them crackle for a while. And now into this goes 3 to 4 tablespoons of minced onion, ginger, garlic. We'll saute them well on medium flame until they turn golden brown and the raw taste of onion, ginger, garlic goes away. And once these are well sauteed, we will add the puree of 2 medium-sized tomatoes. And now we need to saute the tomato puree on medium flame for another 1 to 2 minutes. And at this stage, we'll add some basic spices. Here goes some salt as per taste. 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric or haldi powder, half teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, half teaspoon of roasted cumin or jeera powder, and half teaspoon of coriander or dhania powder. Keeping the flame on low to medium, we will mix all the spices well and will saute them for just 1 to 2 minutes. Alright, and now we will cover and let them cook on low flame for just 2 minutes. After about 2 minutes, we will remove the lid and stir the onion tomato mixture once. They are well sauteed by now. I'll add now a splash of water so that the spices don't get burned. We'll mix this well. And at this stage, we will add the beaten curd and cashew paste. Remember to keep the flame on low while adding the mixture. And now we need to stir continuously and mix it well until the curd and cashew mixture is well combined with the onion and tomato base and oil starts to separate. And by now the base of our gravy is well sauteed and oil has started to separate. At this stage, we'll add the boiled potatoes along with 2 green chillies or as per your spice level. And we will now saute the potatoes for another 2 minutes on medium flame along with the creamy and spicy gravy. And as you can see, the baby potatoes are well sauteed along with the gravy. And now I will add some water from the bowl where I had kept the curd and cashew paste. We'll mix this well. And now we need to cover and let the baby potatoes simmer in the gravy for 2 to 3 minutes on medium flame so that they can absorb all the flavors of the gravy. Let's check this now. And the gravy looks so very rich and delicious. We'll stir them once. I will check the salt proportion once. Little bit of salt is required here, so I'm adding some salt as well as some sugar to balance the taste. Next into this I will add 1/4 teaspoon of my homemade garam masala powder, which will further enhance the flavor of our aloo paneer sabji. We'll mix this well. And now time to add our fried paneer cubes into the gravy. We'll mix the paneer cubes well with the gravy and we will allow them to simmer in the gravy for just 2 minutes on low flame. And by now our aloo paneer masala is almost ready, but just before turning off the flame we will add some crushed kasuri methi leaves and some chopped coriander leaves. That's it. Our dhaba style aloo paneer ki sabji or aloo paneer masala is now ready to be served hot. So friends, I hope you will try this delicious aloo paneer ki sabji or aloo paneer masala, which is too good to enjoy with roti, naan, kulcha or even with zira rice. Also share your feedbacks and subscribe to my channel for more amazing recipes. You can also now follow my Facebook and Instagram page. We'll be back soon with another interesting recipe. Until then, bye bye, take care and stay safe.